For me, it's been easy for real. Little cuz a dog. For real. Little cuz been snapping since about 7.
When I get rich, first thing I'm buying is a Rich Millie. I got the game on lock, I'm catching picks like 2 on Philly.
Me and bro, we trolling, running trick plays, Philly.
Coach Caddy, DB coach, running backs coach.
All right, Coach Darius.
Coach Darius, linebacker coach, vice president.
All right, Coach Mike.
Coach Mike, AD, and special teams assistant.
Okay. Coach KG.
Coach KG, I'm the head coach for the Elite Boys.
Welcome back to episode 4 of To Keep Grinding podcast. Today we're speaking to the Winslow Elite Boys 11U 2025 national champions and the first South Jersey team to win AYF national championship. We will be talking to some players and coaches about the
grind, struggle, and success of the national championship.
All
right, welcome to the podcast. What was your favorite memory of the Florida championship run? We'll start off with Coach Caddy.
I guess winning the whole thing, just everything from how we started and where we ended up, you know what I mean? Like just winning the whole thing, see all the kids excited was probably the best part of it.
Okay. Coach Darius?
Same thing, winning it, see the kids happy, celebrating, dumping water on Coach KG.
Yeah.
That's all it's about right there for the kids.
For the kids, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Coach Mike?
I'm gonna go to the first game. Seeing the kids go through some adversity, being up, having to fight. To come back and make a play. Seeing them fight through that adversity and going and win it.
Okay.
Yes,
how about you, Coach KG?
I'll probably piggyback off of Mike. Throughout our little season, right, we had like a lot of tough games at the beginning of the season. Then towards the middle of the season, we kind of was blowing everybody out. And so when you get a chance to see your team have to win a tough game, like that's the question that's inside like every coach's mind. Like how will your team react to adversity? And we had a game where we was faced adversity on the first play they scored on us. Then we were down, the crowd was going crazy for them on their side. And then we went down, then we went up 2 scores in the game we thought was gonna run away with. Then inside the fourth quarter, they took the lead again. But seeing our kids on the sideline, nobody dropping their head, everybody kind of being anxious to be the one to get their number called and watching us come out with a victory versus a regional opponent that's one of the top teams in the country. That was like probably the best moment for me other than winning the championship.
That's great right there. You think that's something that was coached or you think that's something that the kids already have like inside them?
I think we you can't coach dog out of a player. If they got it, they got it. But all you could do is try to guide it. And inside that moment, we kind of seen that as bad as we wanted to win, our kids wanted to win even more. And so it was a great thing to see that what they had the opportunity to shine inside like an adverse moment, like they were ready for that moment, and it felt good. It's all on them to keep it real.
I got you. Take us back to the beginning. How did the Elite Boys start?
Go ahead, KJ.
That's Darius. Go ahead, D. Darius got that joint. Yeah.
Elite Boys started at 2022? Started at 22. It was I was the president of EFP. I had a 7U team. I had some dogs, but I wasn't. I knew what it to take to get to the next level, and the team I had wasn't it. So I wanted to build a national power. So I went to watch KG at Winslow Maulers, and they had dogs. They had a quarterback. They had some linemen. They had a running back. So I went to him by the idea of joining powers. At first, KG could tell you, he said no. I'm not doing travel ball. Like, all right, but me, I'm gonna keep pressing. I kept pressing it. Then he finally saw the vision of this. I always told him, the team that we have now, this was my vision 3 years ago, win a national championship, and it came apart. Now we added dogs on the way. We added Mike Perry and Olympus. They came over with some. You had Mike McQuarrie, his son, all world. We added some pieces, and that came Elite Boys.
Okay. It's a great story. Elite Boys almost didn't happen. Sounds like
Coach KG did not want that merge.
Yeah. Hey, look, the reason why, like the same thing, like why a lot of parents are apprehensive. Like you hear about like travel ball, and then you see like what social media looks like. These kids are traveling like every single week going to California or Texas, but that's not really the case. Like you do most of your travel inside the summertime, then at the end of the season. And when Darius presented that idea to me, I kind of was like, bro, I don't know if we're ready for travel ball. And also, to be real, at that time our kids were so young, I didn't know how good our kids were, but he knew the whole time because he was on the scene already. He got a chance to see kids in other states and kids like in North Jersey everywhere. And so when he came to me, I said, do you let it? I'm not sure. I really didn't know how good my son was at that time either. You know, I'm like, just let
Yeah.
him just learn. And Derek's like, yo, trust me, they're ready. And eventually I was like, all right, bro, like, let's do it.
Throw him into the fire.
Yep, throw him into the fire. Was ready. Oh,
Yeah.
no, no, not at first, matter of
No, at
fact.
first we took them months at first. I ain't gonna lie.
I said
We was getting smacked. 8U, 9U.
And
9U we got better. 10U, we should have won a natty, but we didn't. Then 11U, as you see, we we brought that thing home.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
What makes the Elite Boys different from the average 11U football team?
It's a good question for Mike.
Yeah, Mike got that.
Um, I would say that the talent that's on one team, along with the level of coaching that they get, it's
Mm-hmm.
competition every day, man. Like you heard the kids speak about it, and the competition pushes you forward, bro. It's not about who you play week to week in a sense. Obviously, you want to play competition to get better, but the competition that we have within the team every day is what's pushing these kids forward. The family oriented that we are built on, the values of showing up on time, come to practice every day, make sure you get your work in. After
Yeah.
practice, there's meals provided from the org. Like it's a community. I mean, that turns into family, and that's what we trying to be built on, man.
Okay. Yeah, the
Yeah.
players are saying that too. Family.
There was a time earlier in the season that where teams didn't want to play you. How did that affect the team?
I don't think it affects us. I don't think it affects it at all. You know, you just gotta keep practicing. We practice very, very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So our practice is like playing a game. KG, he'll practice for 3 hours straight. So
Mm-hmm.
the
I mean,
competition we had in practice, it didn't affect us. As coaches, yeah, you want to play games, but how we got better was practice.
Yeah.
just to go on top of that, like the kids don't know. They don't really care what we play each week. They just know they're getting ready for a game. So if we had a team that would back out, they want to play. They didn't know. They just
Mm.
knew that we get ready for a game on Saturday, regardless who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. To go from last year falling short and this year taking it home, what was the difference between last year and this year, which led to the championship?
I think for us in general, like I think so. Last year we had different like little key moments inside the season that kind of let us know that we were ready. But then going down there in Florida, that was our first time inside that environment, and we still kind of we knew what we had, but we still were at that point where we believed we could win. But I think after Florida, we came forth. When we left there, we said we know we could win. Like we know that we will win, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we kept it real with ourselves. Like we knew we had to get better at some positions on the field. You know, like we knew that we couldn't be complacent with that situation. So when we came home and everybody was talking about how good our team was, we still was in the lab. Like, dang, like what could we do to get better? You know, and to go from this season, like we kind of knew that regardless of what the rest of the world was saying, we feel like we were the team to beat. You know, because we felt like we have mainly
Mm-hmm.
the best players. Like we tell them every single time, we have the best players in every position. Then we have coaches that are like intentional, they care, and they put like a lot of time and effort into our game planning situation. You know,
Mm.
so I think that's it.
Okay. So that loss help
Hmm.
y'all learn to lead to the
Yeah,
championship.
yeah, but it helped us every single loss. Like you see, like we played two teams that we lost to in the beginning of the season, and after
Mm-hmm.
that game, like both of those games, we kind of knew like okay, if we play them again, we knew exactly what we have to do. And going
Yeah.
down there and losing like we did, we kind of knew exactly how what we had to do to get better as a team, and we did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Losses are lessons.
Lost in our lessons. Yeah.
Sir. What message do the coaches try to send to the players as men? Like be forming them into from young kids to young men.
I guess I'll start off just like how you do. do anything is how you do everything, right? Like we try to tell them, like we pull them up at the beginning of practice and we tell them, like when you go to school, you want to be the best student. Like when you get a girlfriend, you want her to be the best looking. You know what I'm saying? You want to have the best person. Like when you eat, when you tie your shoes, no funny stuff. Like just the best that you can get. Like be the best you can be inside every single moment. And we try to
Yeah.
tell them that, like if you go to school and you perform well in school, you listen to your mom, listen to your parents. When you come on a football field, that's something that's extra. Like you want to live your life the same way, no matter if you're on the field, in school, in church, or whatever that you're doing. You want to be when people look at you, you want them to see the same exact person, and that's like the message that I try to push forward to them. Probably more than anything, just be consistent in who you are and be true to yourself.
Yeah. That's a great message right there.
Yes, sir.
And to be honest, that message affected me too. Remember, you were telling me something like that, like my freshman year. You was telling me about be the best everything I can do, like even making my bed in the morning, like do that. Like I think about that almost every morning, like make my bed, be the best I can be, and that advice helped me a lot.
Word up, Flex.
Yep. All right. So next question is, you gotta appreciate the parents. What did it take to get the parents to buy in as well into all the traveling and all that stuff?
You don't want me to answer that?
Yeah, that's you.
I think the parents. Trust me, it's hard telling the parent that you we going to Ohio for a weekend and like in 2 weeks is hard. But I think they just see the preparation that we do, the hard work we put in with the kids, and they see it.
Hmm.
So it's not as hard if they see the hard work and the kid is improving. Like everybody who comes to our team, we tell them that we're gonna prepare your kid no other team has. Or we practice hard, we coach hard, we also congratulate hard too. So I think when parents see that, it's easier
Hmm.
to travel.
Okay. Um, how was it to have like all y'all have some type of connection to a kid on the team? Y'all all answer this one by one since y'all have like kids that y'all connect to. Whether it's a son or a cousin like Coach Caddy. What is it like to have them on the team, and how do you push them harder?
I'll go first. For me, I don't say much to my son in practice. I leave that to the OC, who's Coach AG, and whoever else is his position coaches, Sharif. I let them. I mean, Darius with Diva. I let them do all the yelling and the screaming and the
Hmm.
coaching. I mean, like I said, I'm an assistant. I do whatever's needed. I try to stay away. When we have our conversations afterwards, or I mean, watching film at home, or but other than that, once we get on the field, I try to separate that so it's not like he's relying on me.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
And to piggyback on it, like I think there is a fine line that we kind of all have to that we all had to fight through. Like some did it faster than most, mainly most faster than me. Like they'll tell you, like when coaching Kingston at first, I was on them like nothing else. Like it was probably hard for me to get better. The best thing that happened, I guess, for me is that when Coach AG came, I was able to let go and let Kingston kind of do his thing. I'm still in the back making crazy faces at him or saying something wild to him once in a while. But and also the best thing about the situation is we got a whole staff of men that we could trust, like on the field and off the field. And so you'll see that everybody on our staff that has a child there, like if their child is doing something wrong, like every single coach could say whatever they want to say to that kid because we know like where it's coming from. So, for example, if Kingston's going crazy or being upset, I might look to the left. I'll see Caddy, I'll see Darius, I'll see Mike Perry, Mike McQuarrie. Like everybody can talk to each kid as if they're just a player on the team being coached, and nobody's going to bite their tongue. If they see something, if they feel something, they're going to say it. And it makes like a real comfortable kind of situation, and that's why I think that even though the kids are with us, like looking forward, like I could see it being a hindrance of you being coached by your dad your whole entire career. But on our staff, like
Yeah.
our kids are not really hearing our voice when we're on the field. Like our kids call us coach. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like we
Mm.
try to draw that line and separate, and also like we don't take no excuses for no kid on the team, and everybody's pretty much like treated the same. So I think it makes it easier when you have people around you that's not scared to be themselves and to speak up. And if they see something going wrong, no matter who the child is, they're going to say it. And so it makes everything easier having a child on the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. How about you,
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I
Coach
guess.
Caddy?
Yeah, Chris, man. For me, it's been easy for real. Little cuz a dog. For real. Little cuz been snapping since about 7. Like at first, we had him playing center, KG. We had him playing center, snapping the ball. You know what I'm saying? He never picked up a basketball, football in his life. And
Yeah.
then one day we just started doing sprints and he was just going so fast. We just gave him the ball and next thing you know, he just took off from there. So for me it's been cool. Like we have our bumpy roads. Like now he's getting older and going through growth spurts and fighting through little nicks and knacks and stuff like that. So like, I just try to stay positive with him. I don't try to put too much pressure on him. You know, he's just a humble kid, so it's just like you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? He's just
Yeah.
it's kind of easy. You know what I mean? Like, and he has the best coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like his linebacker coach played in the league. You know what I'm saying? He's the top linebacker in the nation. You know what I'm saying? Watch the film. Top linebacker in the nation. And and the receiver stuff too. He just it's just he catches the football. Him and Kingston been playing football together their whole career. Every game they never missed a game with each other. They always
Yeah.
throw the ball to each other. So when you see that stuff in the game, it's like whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we trying to see more. So like, but I'm proud of them. I'm proud of all the kids. It's just easier with the whole coaching staff because we all family. We all hang out. We chill. It's just easy for real. You know what I mean? The kids make it easier because they want it just as bad as we want it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Coach Darius, with a little money?
Yeah, coach. Coach of my son is a gift and a curse, as he's right here. It's a gift and a curse. One thing I tell the coaching staff: don't give nothing to my son. If he's
Mhm.
lacking, if he's not running hard, he's not into it, coach him hard. Take him out. So, and our coaches do a good job of coaching everybody's kid. So, I wasn't there a lot at practice, do the work, but I got a lot of feedback from the coaches. I trust these coaches with all my kids. So, and that's one of the good reasons about this coaching staff. So, yeah, coaching your kid, it's a gift and a curse. Like he gets on my skin most of the times, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, he's getting better. He's getting coached up. So that's all I want.
Mm.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
little money. He's right here.
What's up, bro?
So
Young Money.
All right, Trez, you got the next one.
Let me see. What is each of the coaches' favorite position groups, and each player from that group?
I'll go first. Linebackers. Honestly, like
Crazy
you
group.
got a lot. You got Chris, you got Eli, you got Devon. But honestly, my favorite one to coach, I think I talked to Mike about it, is Carter Ming,
Carter.
redhead. He's my favorite. Tiny, but a honey badger. So he's my favorite.
Okay. All right. How about you, Coach KG?
For me, my favorite group by far is probably the O line. And I probably it'll be hard to say like who's my favorite player inside that group. We have like leaders inside that group and stuff like that. My favorite to coach probably would be Ethan, like favorite player to coach is Ethan Perry because he's so receptive the whole time. He wasn't what his father would tell you, like they didn't think he'll ever be a lineman on his team too. But watching the way that he embraced the position, how he attacked it every single day, how he made it a point to go lead was awesome. Another kid who always get the right amount of effort was a kid named Zion on our team as well too. Like not the biggest kid, but you know what you're going to get from every single time. But the reason why that's my favorite group, like we tell them all the time, like it starts and ends with y'all. Like when I played in the league for a little bit, one of my coaches, they made it a point that the linemen always got everything first before everybody. If it came time to getting their
Mhm.
equipment, their cleats, their food, who sat inside first class when we flew on the plane. And we tried to implement that to these guys on the team, let them know like you're not just a fat kid that can't play another position. Like your role is very important to this team. And so they are my favorite group. And I know like even going forward, if they do what they're supposed to do, we could beat anybody in the country. So a lot of the time that I spend at practice is with Mike Perry, and because Mike Perry's the O line coach, is with Mike Perry Mike Perry and Twine when Twine is there. But I'm with those guys every single time, like most of the day. Like I trust the coach to handle what they got to do with the skills and everybody else. But my favorite group is the line. And that's because of I know that if they do what they're supposed to do, we'll have a successful game.
Okay, that's good to start early too. Like
Yeah.
appreciating the line, because I remember when I was in little league, like people that played line, they used to be like, "I wish I could play receiver," or "I wish I could do this," or whatever. They used to hate playing line, but I feel
Yeah.
like what you're doing that makes it like fun. It makes them feel appreciated. I like that.
Yeah.
How about you, Coach Mike?
I would say that even like what Coach KG just said, the line is what makes a team go. I mean, we can't win without them. We struggled last year, and we knew we needed some linemen to come in and help us, and we went and got them. But I would say overall, I like the skills. I mean, the receivers and the running backs. I mean, when kids come onto the team, it shows the humbleness, the team mindset of you used to being the star. Every skill guy that we got come in is used to being the star on another team. Used to
Mm-hmm.
being the guy that's getting the ball every play, and it's told to them when they come here that yeah, you might get 3 touches. Don't I mean if you hot, you might get 5. Don't expect much more. So seeing the
Yeah.
kids embrace that, celebrate each other when they score the touchdowns, they're sprinting to the end zone and high fiving and doing the dances and all that stuff. I think that's unique. Seeing kids come and be humble and play for each other.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Coach Caddy?
DBs, DBU. You
Mm-hmm.
know, me and Coach Reef, that's my cuz. I love my boy. He got the safeties. I got the corners. We just bring it all together. We both coach 7-on-7 defense. You know what I'm saying? So we love pass coverages. We love dissecting stuff and figuring out schemes and putting our own schemes to it. So yeah, our DBs probably had like 12 picks, 14 picks this year. Like
Hey,
probably like
Damn.
8 pick. Messiah, our safety.
He has
That's
6 by himself.
yeah, that's Coach. Like that's all Coach Reef, yo.
I remember
Like
that.
Kate, Coach Reef be in his mind when he's
Yeah.
playing. Like, it's crazy. Like, but yeah, our DBs, DJ, Coach Darius' son. You know what I mean? At CB1, we call him CB1. He really be strapping stuff. And every time he makes the incompletion or makes a tackle or something, he always doing this little whatever signals he be going crazy for real. Like they all be doing the seatbelt thing. Like yeah,
Mm.
DB's high flying. Yeah, number one in the nation for sure.
What you call him, Red Dot?
Yeah, red dot. So we say red dot. Yeah, you feel me? You got duck. You gotta watch out. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're running out of time. We got 7 minutes left. We gonna ask the personal questions, like the individual questions.
That's some good stuff, man.
All right. Um, Coach Darius, we're gonna start with you.
Okay.
What gave you the confidence to know you could win on such a big platform?
Um, like I said, it all starts about getting the talent. Like I said, once we got the talent, we knew like you can't win no national championship without the talent. The talent came, then the coaches came. Every year, we got better as coaches. We added better coaches. It first started with me, Caddy, and KG. Then AG and Reef came. When they came, that we just took off with that because we had more quality, good coaches. We also added a coach, Coach Mills, lineman coach. To me, my favorite coach on the coaching staff because he just brings the energy out of the kids on the D line and the O line. So I think preparation and having the talent. And nobody coaches harder than us. And we always say we got the best kids, which we do. We proved it. But we also got the best coaches.
Mm. Okay. Um, Coach KG, what is Harmon Glad?
So Harm and Glaud is a sports consultant agency that my brothers and Deron Harmon, like we came together. We wanted to make a some type of filter system for athletes that's trying to navigate getting from high school to going to college, right? Like we're not an agent. We might help a kid select the agent, but what we do is we help a kid find the right school, the right fit, and after we find the right school and the right fit, we try to manage their entire process, like going into college, right? So, for example, they took one of the players that we have under our firm down to Atlanta this past weekend. They did a complete body composition of him. They found out all of his inefficiencies or whatever, and they got him with specific trainers that's like well-known trainers, world-renowned trainers, to try to help them on those small individual things. So when they go to college, like we'll know exactly what it is they need to get better at. And through like the whole process for kids that we do put inside college, we're going to walk them every single step of the way, down from going to down to their spring game, going there to their practices, having an open line of communication with their college coaches. For example, like AG is what one of our kids right now who's was in the transfer portal, who's probably going to be going to East Carolina. He's down there meeting with the head coach. That's why I can't be here right now. So Harm and Glaud Consulting Agency is really a bridge between high school to college, but we're also going to be there when it's time for the kids to go to the NFL as well too. It's a collection of failures and success from people that played the sport, right? Or people that have been around the sport. And we're trying to give that to a kid right now. Like we're trying to give them everything from teach them how to take care of their body, how to eat, teach them how to be around the right people, how to not effectively manage your money, but get you with somebody who's certified to teach you how to manage your money. We're not trying to take money from anybody. We're not experts inside that. But however, we're trying to help you select the person who is an expert, So H&G Sports is a consultant company. We're based out of New Jersey and also Atlanta. And we're trying to help negotiate NIL deals and get the best opportunities to kids. So that's a good little plug. Thanks for asking that question, Blitz.
You're welcome.
Yep. Yeah. Coach Mike, how is it dealing with parents and their complaints?
Give me that question.
Really, it really come down to being honest. I mean, like you can't blow smoke at a parent and then turn around and do the complete opposite. If you keep it 100 with them, the respect thing is easier to come by, and a lot of times the parents know what's up. They just want to hear it from a coach or be able to understand what they're seeing. And if you, like I said, if you keep it 100 with them, it goes over pretty well. It's competition. It's sports. It's going to be competition every day, every year. It's what comes with it. So I mean, we just usually try to tell the kids, the parents, get the kid in the gym. I mean, gamed up athletics during the off season. You can go in there and get whatever extra work you need throughout the season and after off season. So it's stressful, but we get through it.
All right.
Yeah.
Coach Caddy, how is it? How do you balance your work life, like your job and stuff, with also coaching with elite boys? And I know you referee gigs, stuff like that. How is it balancing all of that? How you do it?
I guess it comes from the coaching staff. We a close knit family, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all got obligations and jobs and bills and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So when you have a coaching staff that knows what's going on, and things is just easier. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's tough not being there sometimes. I see my little cousin go through practice. I gotta call the coaches and what's going on. Chris, do our practice. They do all right. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's cool. It's all right. It's tough, but it's we're winners. We've been winners. You know what I'm saying? So it's just when you're so used to winning, you just expect to win, and we just keep winning.
Yeah.
Can I give out shout outs real quick?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to 4 special ladies in the background of Winslow Elite. Our treasurer, Cassandra Glaud, Mama Glaud, my media lady, Robin, and last but not least, our president, Christina Harrison, I'm sorry. She'll kill me. So I want to give them shout outs, give them their flowers.
Yep.
Without them, it won't be no elite boys. Elite boys won't be on the internet. So without them, we won't be here.
Yeah. And any other shout outs?
Just wanted to shout out all the players. If you didn't hear your name inside this thing, don't be all sensitive to the moms and stuff. We love everybody on the team. We got a very, very, very good special group. We hope that everybody continues to trust us and allows us to develop them before they get a chance to go to high school. Shout out to the parents out there for all the support. Really, again, shout out to our players. Shout out to our linemen, to our quarterback, our receivers, our DBs, everybody that took a part into creating the Elite Boys. And thank you for your continuous effort. We look forward to all the great things you're going to do this offseason and as we prepare for next year.
Coach AG, how do you think that your college and NFL experience translated to help the kids understand the game better?
I think for the most part, it's just structure, right? Like, I think when people they talk about like you hear people say, "Oh, you can't be a good coach unless you play," and stuff like that. I don't think, for the most part, it doesn't have anything to do with how good you were. It's just a simple
Mm-hmm.
fact that like understanding like what it means to prepare, like what it means to actually run practice and everything like that. I think if there's anything that translated the most was just the structure of practice, like having everything written down, like going into everything with a plan, how to prepare for a team, like not just looking at plays, but actually looking at like tendencies, like what they do on first down, second down, what they do from different alignments and stuff like that. I think that
Yeah,
some of my knowledge that I had from sitting inside those meetings is the thing that really help to translate to these kids. And as they get older, I feel like I could keep emptying out the bank of everything that I learned. Like right now, they're at this level, so I can't try to give them everything because some stuff doesn't really apply yet. So the older they
mm-hmm.
get, like our coaching is going to continue to evolve depending on how old they get. And also like being inside those places when you feel where you were there and you know that you weren't like the best player inside the room all the time, that's also a thing I think helps the way that I coach as well too, because you
Yeah,
understand that at any moment, like you might be able to get beat by anybody, and you always have to find a way to try to find an advantage to try to give your team throughout the preparation. I think that's what kind of translate the most is, like I said, just really the structure and the preparation.
mm. Okay, bet. Coach Caddy, we just got word that you got a new coaching job at St.
Mm,
Joe's Academy.
that's good. Yeah,
How
I
are you
did.
gonna? How are you gonna? Congrats on that. How are you gonna still be involved with Elite Boys while also trying to get your team to a state championship?
Um, obviously, my role is going to, be a little less
Yeah,
um to the team, but I'm still going to be in cohesive with everybody, and I'm tuned in, stuff like that. Like I said, we're a family, so
yeah,
it's gonna be tough not seeing the babies go ahead and win and do all that crazy stuff. But I'm gonna still be at games, and I'm gonna make my way to the nationals and stuff like that. So I'm gonna still be around, but obviously, I got the coaching the DBs over there at St. Joe's. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I met a few of the players last week. Actually, we had a little like a little situation for the kids, taking little pictures, the new kids coming in. So it was
yeah.
fun. It's cool. It's gonna be a good experience, something new. So
Okay, congratulations,
appreciate it.
Coach Mike Perry. We got a question for you. Glad that you're here. Um, how's your experience been on coaching with the Elite Boy staff, and how do you feel being like the new guy?
They the new guys. All them dudes is the new guys. Nah, man. It's been great coaching with the staff. I mean, we really formed a brotherhood. We went from being in a different podcast we had talked about it. We went from playing against each other. I had a team and I used to play against KG and Caddy, and we had from kids was like 7, 8 years old. So to have come over and join the staff when our boys was, what year was that? 10U at the 10, officially at the 10U level.
Yeah.
Um, and our boys, finally joining together. We definitely, I would say, formed a brotherhood amongst each other. So it's been great. I
Mm,
mean, it's a family over here. It feels like a family. My sons love it. I love it. So we here for the long haul.
okay, all right, yeah, you definitely made a big impact this year. Um, so Coach Mike, the other Coach Mike, after being loyal to Monroe for a number of years, what finally made you make the jump to Elite Boy Travel Ball?
All right, so
My boy asking the tough questions.
yeah. So I mean, really, town ball, rec ball, and travel ball is two different things. We 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 dipped our toe in the water when I think Eli was 8. We played in a tournament with KG, Caddy. I think that's it. That was over there at that time. We did a little weekend tournament, see what I mean, how the kids would kind of come together, how it would look. And
Yeah.
outside of that, all our kids ran track and all that stuff together, so they kind of knew each other already. So what what push what pushed me? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. What pushed me to come over here was Monroe was changing their outlook on how they wanted to run their rec program. I mean, this
Mm-hmm.
this year was my plan to bring him over this year at 11U, but what they had going on in Monroe kind of sped that up a year. So they had some things I didn't agree with. So I mean, hopped on the phone and we switched over.
Okay. Great switch. All right. So for Coach KG, next question is. So you won, Coach KG. You won a championship every year you coached. Um, how does that feel, and what do you think led to that success?
I think it's just the kind of standard that we kind of like put forward. Like when we first started coaching at 7, we didn't have like too much expectations on what was going on. Like my son plays quarterback. When they're 7, unless somebody's like real special, they're not really doing nothing but turn around handing the ball off. They'll get like a couple runs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went out there at 7, like I think Caddy hit on earlier, we had Chris, like who was our I think probably the best 7U player that was around here at that particular time or whatever. He started off playing center because he never played football before. Then we
Mm-hmm.
put him at running back, and our first scrimmage, we literally got our pads on. We had a scrimmage. We didn't even do no tackling, and we gave him the ball, and he just started going crazy. We looked at each other and was like, "Oh shit, like this kid could play," you know. And kind of like from that moment, like especially like inside like rec ball, it's really on like one player. And if you got one player on your team that's real good, like he really can make a difference. Like, and you winning and losing. And so as the kids start to get older and really like to this year, like every championship before this year kind of doesn't mean anything to me really. Because this year with us winning on 11U, we played the best competition we possibly could play. And then you got a chance to see our kids actually play football. Like every single game, like the hero of the game, it changed. Like one
Mm-hmm.
time it'll be Chris, then it'll be Eli, then it'll be Birch, then it'll be LJ, then it'll be the line, then it'll be the defense, then it'll be man boy. Like every single game, like the story of the game, it changed, and it was like a testament to the coaching, a testament to the kids, to the talent, to the hard work. And this one just felt different. So when we look back at this, regardless if we never win again, like the way how we did it this year was way different than even teams in Florida. Like there were a couple teams in Florida that really had just one player they were leaning on. But we did
Mm-hmm.
it as a team with our kids actually like playing football, and we learned how to win inside different ways and facing adversity and stuff like that. So even though we I did win, or we did win like every single year that we did coach, no matter what level or whatever it was, this one felt like the most like real football.
Yeah. More earned. I feel like the most earned.
I think is that they're all earned, but I think that like you get a chance to see these kids develop from the beginning, right? Like you get a chance to see them mess up on plays, not make the reads. We practice tackling circuit all throughout the year. You get a chance to see us making adjustments like all over the place. Like at one time, this kid will start running back, then this kid will start receiver, then this kid will start linebacker, and this kid will start DB. Like as coaches, like we really had to take the time to kind of construct the best way for our team to operate like at its full potential. And the crazy thing is like even though like the championship was the championship, if we played again right now, we'll be even better than we were then, because we wouldn't do our next game the same way as we did our championship game. And I think
Mm-hmm.
like the way for us to evolve and figure everybody out, like it's the most like the best thing about like coaching this year. Like everybody took their time to figure it, and everybody dropped their ego as well too. And
Yeah.
uh we feel like we had the best kids playing every single position. Like, and if we made a mistake doing something, somebody will say something. You might not like the opinion, like when it's being said, but everything that was said amongst the coaches, everything was heard. it was noted, and we tried to
Yeah,
make the adjustment, and everybody believed inside of everything that I asked them to do. Like all the coaches believed in everything that I was saying, and that made it kind of be better. You understand what I'm saying? Like even if I was right, or if I was wrong, if I was wrong, we'll all be wrong together. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? And because of that, was able to be like successful.
Okay. All right. Coach Caddy. I don't know if I should ask a question or not, but you
Don't
was
draw out, bro.
you was having some frustrations with the coaching staff, in the summer. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Always, it's always coaching frustrations with this coaching staff.
Got some inside info.
But
What's
yeah,
up?
you was having coaching frustrations with the coaching staff over, I don't know, some type of dispute. How did you push past that and still show up for the elite boys and
That was
resolve that?
just that was just something between me and KG. Like, you gotta understand, like when I say we family, like we really family. So, we're always in competition. We're always competing against each other, even on the coaching tip. We'll be on 7-on-7. It'll be my 7-on-7 team against his 7-on-7 team. You know what I'm saying? He's
Hmm.
calling his plays, I'm calling my plays. We're going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So it's just nothing but love and competition, and we really put our hearts and our souls into it. So when you're so passionate about something, you know what I'm saying? You always want to, like, come up on top type of deal. But at the end of the day, no, it's all love. Like I said, we a family. And yeah, we're gonna go back and forth and all that stuff all the time. But we do it on the sideline. But at the end of the day, we know what the ultimate goal is, and we all know how to bottle it in and get to
Hmm.
what we have to get to. So yeah, that ain't nothing. It's funny. Any
Okay.
any any team, any coaching staff, anybody, they go through their bumps and their bruises and all that. It's all about what you do after that. How do you overcome? You know what happened the next day? What happened? We did like nothing even happened. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all love.
Okay. All right. Coach Mike, do you see yourself evolving and taking a bigger role on this elite boys team in the future?
Which Mike, me or Perry?
You.
Me, I'm cool where I'm at, man. I mean, trying to figure out games and all that stuff is a lot within itself, especially now with the results that we got. It's people are saying they want to play, but we'll see when it's time to really play. So that's enough for me, and whatever is needed doing, I mean, practices and all that. It's sometimes it was just me and KG out there, man. Like work schedules, everybody got everything going on. So
Hmm.
everybody got they role. I mean, I fill my role wherever it's needed. I don't need nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. All right. Um. Mike Perry, Coach Mike Perry. How was it bouncing from home to home, then finally finding a home and winning a national championship with your son?
Um, it was great, man. Like I said earlier, I feel like this has always been a good fit for us. We would have came over a year sooner had Winslow offered a team for my older son. So that year when we were all on 9U, me and Coach Darius had talked, and the goal was always to come to Winslow for Ethan to play on this team specifically. But
Hmm.
as you know, I got an older son, Eli, that plays. He's on the one age level above, and during that year when we were at 9U, Winslow didn't offer. He's 2 years ahead, so they didn't offer an 11U team at the time.
Hmm.
Um, had they had an 11U team, we probably would have been here a year sooner, and we would have been here at 9. Um, but
Okay.
no, it's been great. Like I said, we're not going anywhere. We're here. We're here until the boys go to high school. Even my youngest one, little Zeke, he just started on the was it the rec team, the 8U rec team, and he's on the 8U again. So he would have been a 7U, but technically he's on the 8U. And I mean,
Okay.
he's going to be Winslow Elite from now until high school. So we ain't going anywhere.
Okay. All right. That actually brings me to my next question. Um, Coach KG, what is your plans when Kingston reaches high school? Will you keep coaching Little League? Will you ever coach high school or move on to college? What's your plans for that?
Uh, in a perfect world, right? Like we always say, like the goal for this group of kids, like, and I said this since the kids were 7 before we got this team. We won our championship that year. I told the parents, I said, look, I'm gonna move up with this group until they go to high school. Like I want to be the we want to be the reason why they go to high school and be prepared. Right now, if I coach high school, I think it has to do with more about like more personal and business life, like first,
Mm-hmm.
meaning like I still have Kingston's little brother Cairo, he's 6 years old, so I still want him to have the same experience that Kingston had as well too. Like if somebody's not there to coach him the way I think he needs to be coached, then I feel like I'm gonna have to drop down and coach with Coach Mike, like coaching our two kids that are around the same age. But if
Yeah.
I could, like what I want to do in the perfect world, once this group of kids gets a chance to go to high school, at least 2 to 3 coaches from this staff go to coach at the high school. Whether if it's me, it doesn't really matter. But I would like at least two, at the bare minimum, at least 2 of us to move to high school with the kids going up too. Like, and not just because of those kids. I feel like the stat that we got right now, I know we can coach inside high school. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like we do the work. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like we've all been in a position where we had to make a call and we kind of made the right call for each other. And for the most part, we're all humble enough to know and understand the stuff that we don't know. And everybody's like
Mm-hmm.
receptive to try to take in new things, and everybody on the staff follows directions like very good. That's the most important thing as a coach, as a coach, being able to follow directions and being able to teach. Like the head coach is going to lay out the game plan, you feel me, and from there everybody has to follow and do kind of exactly kind of what the head coach says, right? But you add your own spin to it, you add your own personality. But if you could follow directions, and not to say you have, it's like a dictatorship, but the reason why we have to follow directions is that when something goes wrong, you can make an adjustment right away. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
if we're trying to teach something one way and then your coach teaches another way, and then we're asking like why this play happened, like if you're speaking a different language to your kid and telling them how to do things a different way, there's no way to make an adjustment quick, you know. And so what we're doing, I think is special, and I think if we don't, if somebody does not move up with the kids going to high school, I think not that it'll be a failure, but I think that we have some coaches here who really would like to coach past youth football. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And they have the ability to do so as well too. And so just for them, I would like to see them be able to go and show that this youth football thing wasn't a fluke, that they could still coach at a high level no matter no matter where they're at.
Yeah. Okay. Coach Caddy, what are your goals and plans coming in as a first year coach on the team? What do you plan to accomplish?
Uh, obviously, obviously winning is a big thing, but also just helping the guys grow into being men, perfecting their craft, understanding their jobs, getting into college, you know. We have the Harm and Glaud situation going on now. So, if they're talented enough, hopefully we can, invest some time and to get them to the next level. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm happy to bring like my type of style of play to the team. I think is something not really they didn't have over there before. So like I said, all these coaches were all able to coach in the next level. We all played in high level football before. So it's just I feel like we coach high school football now. That the way we coach these kids, you was is like the way the head coach runs it. We run it like an NFL practice. So
Yeah.
just from that alone, I know that I'm already when I get to the high school level, I'm kind of already above that level just from being under my head coach and obviously following his lead and then adding my little twist to it and then it's fun really it's fun and I'm always learning we're always learning what I'm saying so yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be fun for sure.
All right. Coach Mike, Coach Mike, Eli dad, Coach Mike. How was it to see your son go through some ups and downs last year, and then the work he put in this off season, uh, and then to see that work pay off this year? How does it feel to see that from your son as a father?
I mean, they're young still, so I mean, even last year coming to a new team, it was coming in trying to figure out. Originally, he was coming over to play running back. I mean, he had a nice 707 off season that year, and it changed the plans up for the better. I didn't even know he can even catch a ball. Really, he's only been taking handoffs up until that point.
Yeah.
So it's a proud moment to see his work pay off. And I mean, Sunday mornings out there with the wide receiver coaches and the quarterbacks and everything putting in work. I mean, it's 100 degrees outside on a Sunday morning. Him, Chris, Kingston, some high school kids. I mean, not everybody was out there doing it because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But that it paid off for him in the end when it mattered most. And I think I posted a clip that shows some of that work, how it transitioned right into that game that we was talking about on the fourth down. Like that's been done 100 times in the off season. So when it came time for it to translate to get the game winning touchdown in a big game, it was nothing to them.
All right. Okay. And for Coach Mike Perry, as the defensive coordinator of the Elite Boys, how do you improve arguably the best 12U defense in the nation?
Constantly growing. So Coach KG would tell you, I am all for learning. So it's constantly educating myself, understanding the personnel we have coming in, watching films in areas that we still could improve from the 11U year to make sure we improve on those things going into 12U, whether it's kids tackling, whether it's the defensive line firing off using their hands. But it's constantly just learning and growing as my own personal growth as a coach. That, I take pride in that, going to coaching clinics and learning from other defensive coordinators because it's something I truly embrace. It's something that I enjoy doing. So it starts with me learning and growing because as you go into the 12U football, it's going to be a higher level of play, especially given the teams that we're going to be playing. It's going to be much different than traditional youth football where teams can just come out and run the football. So it's just constantly just learning, growing, me perfecting my craft, seeing what we did wrong in the 11U year and areas where we could have gotten better at. Also understanding some of this new personnel and where to apply these kids so that they're in the best possible position to be successful for 12U.
Okay. Great answer. That's all I got for everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out again. Thank y'all.
My guy. Thanks, Flex. Appreciate you.
Answers. You're welcome.
Flex,
Chop
appreciate you, man.
Chop this up real good, man. Chop it up real good.
I am.
Cool.
Keep doing your thing, Flex.
Thank you. All right, I'll talk to y'all.
All right, Flex.
All right. When I get rich, first thing I'm buying is a richer Millie. I got the game on lock, I'm catching picks like 2 on Philly.
Me and bro, we trolling, running trick plays, Philly. I started blinking, yeah, you know I'm in the video.